Hey guys, so what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? Hope you're all doing really well and have a really great day. In this video, I'm going to be just talking about the 2-month profits that my Bitcoin ASIC has mined for, the past 2 months. And you guys know I have a WhatsMiner M32 and I got it from good old Crypto Miner Bros. Crypto Miner Bros, thank you so much. And so what I'm basically doing is just recording the exact amount of Bitcoin that this WhatsMiner M32 has been mining for now. I'm just going to keep recording until we hit a break-even number, all right? So right now, I'll just show you, like, in terms of price, I got it for about $6,500, all right, at that time, all right, when I received it from Crypto Miner Bros. So we're going to see when we will essentially hit that break-even number, including electric, okay, including the electrical cost. And so, yeah, I'm going to be documenting this, making a video pretty much every single month, and just recording the profits that we are going to make. And I'm not selling the Bitcoin. We're going to be hodling it until we hit that number, okay, minus the electrical cost as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys understand that, why I'm making these, profit videos for my WhatsMiner M32 exactly, because just, a theoretical case for basically anybody, like any residential miner such as myself, right? I'm doing this on a around 8 cents kilowatt hour. All right, so I'm doing this in a way that is relatable to a lot of you guys that are maybe mining with ASICs at home. Okay, so that's why I'm doing these videos, so you guys can see exactly, the struggles of, mining with ASICs at home and figuring out the power and the heat. And oh man, this thing definitely shoots out lava. Like, this thing is extremely hot, like the amount of heat that it produces. But you guys may have saw the video in my crypto mining basement where I put like a HVAC tube on the back and it just goes straight out the exhaust fan. Yeah, all the heat comes out of the back here, which is just, it's insane. But yeah, around 3000 watts. I have it on low power mode right now. Okay, so let's talk about now. I'm just going to show you the profitability here, how much Bitcoin we have mined now for exactly 2 months since I started recording. Okay, so about April 10th, and I can show you we're mining on Poolin. All right, Poolin. And the reason for that is because I saw that they had like an interest earning thing as well. So why not earn a little bit more Bitcoin when you have, I guess, essentially the earnings on the BTC pool account on Poolin. All right, so there you guys go. I started on the April 10th here. Okay, you guys can see there, and yeah, all the way up until now as of recording. I am like 1 day over, which is totally fine. I'm sure you guys are totally okay with that. But in total, we have 0.020833740 Bitcoin. That's how much we've mined total. And so I'm going to be keeping all the Bitcoin that we're mining on my Poolin account here up until we hit that break-even number, all right, about $6,500 or 0.11 Bitcoin. All right, so I thought of doing a different kind of break-even. So either we're going to hit the fiat number, break-even number, or we're going to break even on the Bitcoin number. All right, 0.11022 Bitcoin. All right, so we're going to see whichever comes first, and yeah, that'll be an interesting test. But yeah, so far we're at 0.02. Okay, and now I'm going to also talk about now my electrical costs. Okay, so let's just copy this. We're going to go to CoinGecko, and we're just going to see how much is that in USD value as of recording. So right now, as you guys know, Bitcoin is not 64,000 or 60K. It's now 35,000. And when I did my first 1 month profit video, I was basically, Bitcoin was about 49,000. Okay, so you can see how drastic in 1 month the Bitcoin price has changed for the worse. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm just basically going to keep mining and hodling it. So the prices that we're seeing today, it doesn't really matter, because I think eventually we're gonna hit a new number, a new all-time high. So anyways, going along here, this 0.02 Bitcoin is worth about $736 if I were to sell right now. All right, now if we equate my electrical cost, okay, so here is my monthly electrical cost, so about $187.20 a month, roughly. I'm gonna say more like $200. All right, just give it a little bit more there. But this WhatsMiner M32 does about 3250 watts. I do have it on low power mode, so I think it's like 3000 watts. I'm gonna do 3250 just in case anyway. And you can see my calculation here, and about $6.24 a day. And then you do that times 30 days, and that's how I get the monthly electrical cost. All right, so if I were to basically, let's say, minus out $400, right, because my past 2 months of electric would be about $200 each month, so it'll be about $400, right? And so if I were to sell now, I would essentially only profit about $236, all right, which, I mean, it's not great. And I am going to talk about GPUs. Or I'm going to do a comparison here on mining two RTX 3060s versus a WhatsMiner M32. All right. So just to give you guys some concept here, a RTX 3060, two of them will do roughly about $8 to $7 a day. Okay. But a WhatsMiner M32, if we do a search here, WhatsMiner M32, not the S, we have the looks like, oh, M32, here we go, does about $7.45 a day. All right, and this is at my 8 cents kilowatt hour here. Okay, so just to give you guys that perspective, that's how much an ASIC makes at this amount of power consumption. Two 3060 Ti's only does about 260 watts. All right, maybe a little bit lower than that combined. All right, so 260 watts versus 3,348 watts at the same profitability. So as of right now, that is okay. So what would you guys prefer, ASIC mining or two GPUs, right? The two RTX 3060 Ti's, and I guess the prices of those GPUs are also definitely a lot cheaper than what you can buy a WhatsMiner M32 now, which is about $4,900 on Crypto Miner Bros, or 0.14 Bitcoin. All right, so just to give you guys that just perspective there of, wow, GPUs are insanely profitable right now compared to ASIC mining. And I guess it does depend on what kind of ASIC miner you're going to go for. There are just a crap ton of ASICs out there, like the S19 Pro like does 110 terahash at the same power consumption. So there are a lot more efficient models of Bitcoin ASICs, okay? So $18 a day. So yeah, the WhatsMiner M32 that I have is like the middle ground ASIC. Okay, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Okay, but yeah, anyways, yeah, definitely thanks to Crypto Miner Bros, they send it to me, and I guess I'm doing these profitability tests just to see how, you know, a regular residential miner like myself, and I guess most of you guys who are watching me, just to see how this works, right? And you guys can just take these numbers as you will, take it with a grain of salt, and you can compare it to what you're doing, or compare it to maybe other ASIC miners, right? And that has comparable terahash. All right, I forgot to talk about the terahash that this M32 does, but it does about 62. I think mine does about 60 right now, because I have on low power mode, and yeah. So okay. Anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I guess I should just end off with, like, do I recommend buying Bitcoin ASICs? And, you know, I'm just going to give my just opinion here regarding Bitcoin ASICs. For me, mining with them at home, like as a residential miner, is they're really loud. Like there's a lot of caveats when it comes to ASIC mining at home. And I guess the biggest thing is, yeah, that sound, and also the power consumption. Like you need to run these at 240 volt. You cannot run these on regular 120 volt. Okay, I explained that before, but yeah, 120 volt, you can go only up to like 1800 watts max. That's like the 100% rule on a single circuit, right? 15 on a 15 amp circuit. You can't run this on a 15 amp circuit. You have to do at least 30 amp 240 volt, because 240 volt 30 amp you can do 7200 watts, but you know, you want to do the 80% rule, so it's going to be about 5,760 watts. So this WhatsMiner, you know, does about 3,200 watts. So that's going to take pretty much half of a 30 amp 240 volt. Plus, you need to have a PDU that is capable of handling, you know, this WhatsMiner M32. You need to have like enterprise industrial grade power cables, cabling, all that kind of stuff. You guys know I have all that stuff here. And, you know, this WhatsMiner M32 uses, I believe, a C19 cable. So I need to have one of those that goes into the ASIC miner. So if you do get an ASIC miner, you're most likely going to have to use these kind of power cables, which are really not as easily accessible. I mean, you can buy them on Amazon. I buy them through a Canadian company, really easy. I mentioned them before. But yeah, power is a huge issue with ASIC miners, Bitcoin ASICs specifically. There are ASIC miners that are a lot lower in terms of power consumption, but with these, you know, SHA-256 Bitcoin ASICs, a lot of them require a lot of power. Okay, so there's like the Bitmain Antminer T17 64 terahash, 3200 watts, and man, going up the list here, M30S 86 terahash, you know, same 3200 watts. And I mentioned the S19 Pro, the Bitmain one, 110 terahash, which is double than what I'm getting on my M32 is about 3250 watts, so same power consumption. But so yeah, you're able to yield, I get essentially double the Bitcoin, double the profits compared to I'm getting here. You guys can see daily, forgot to mention, is roughly about 33,000, 34,000 Satoshis. Okay. So yeah, I think the network hash rate for Bitcoin hasn't really been going up too much because China, there's been some bans on crypto, on Bitcoin ASIC mining and all that kind of stuff. So I guess our crypto mining as a whole. So there's been some drama there. But anyways, guys, I think that's it. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a while until we break even, but I'll let you guys know. I'll see you in the 3-month profit video. We'll see how much this thing has mined in the 3rd month of this M32 mining Bitcoin. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're all red. Have a good one, and peace out.